Dr. Marchand Giese here to your Science Moment. Today I was going to talk about CrossFit and CrossFit bodies, and it provides an interesting example of emergent phenomena that's a little bit counterintuitive to some people. Now, let's preface it in this way. I've met over time some women, a lot of women who watch my wife and watch all these great athletes, female athletes in CrossFit, and a lot of them are like, well, I don't want to do CrossFit because I see the champion CrossFit women and they're too muscular for me and I don't want to have that kind of body. Now, first of all, the female CrossFit champions are just gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous. They're just amazing bodies. But that's misunderstanding. There's this intuition that, okay, if I go do CrossFit, I'm going to look like the CrossFit champions. Now, the reason that the CrossFit champions are the CrossFit champions is not merely because they do CrossFit. What happens when you do CrossFit, or any particular exercise system, it just happens to be something, I'm in sort of the CrossFit world. What happens is that whatever your body type is, you're going to get firmer and stronger and better cardio and become more beautiful. But you're still going to be kind of your body type. If you're sort of the long, slender ballerina type, you're going to be kind of just a stronger, firmer kind of ballerina type. If you're a little bit, just all the different body types, you're going to basically still be your body type, but a stronger, more beautiful version of it. You're not going to end up looking like the CrossFit champions necessarily, because the CrossFit champions aren't a causal result of doing CrossFit with all of the, with some concomitant, diet. They are selected for. So the championships select for certain kinds of body types, certain kinds of muscle twitch. You end up with fairly regular looking similarities across them because it selects for that. And that's something that's very different from, that's something that emerges. It's an emergent phenomenon that they all end up having a similar sort of body type, roughly speaking, compared to the tremendous diversity of body types of incredibly fit CrossFit women in the CrossFit world, most of which could never make it to the championships because they just don't have the optimal CrossFit body innately that can actually get them there, right? No matter how hard they work. My wife, for example, she was a squash champion for 7 years in the squash national team of Iran, and her body type is a very different kind of body type, and she was a great professional athlete for many years, but she, no matter how much she does CrossFit, is never going to have the kind of body type that would take her to the premier extreme levels. But CrossFit has made her more beautiful, stronger. So again, that diversity of body types that you find in CrossFit, in the female world of CrossFit, is tremendously varied, and it just takes your body type and the causality of what exercising does makes you have your body type, but better in some sense. But what you see at the extreme levels is a completely different phenomenon. It's an emergent effect, not really a causal one in the normal sense. It emerges through selection forces at the level of the whole. And so then you see a really tightly, not very variable, very low variability look in what those women look like. And that has nothing to do with what will happen to you. And that was your Science Moment. Take a look at Dr. Barber and my new book, Expressly Human, on the origins of emotional expressions. More than 10 years in the making. It's written to be readable by everybody, but it's simultaneously a grand unifying theory for what emotional expressions are, and it's written also simultaneously to those in the emotion literature, to the psychologists and scientists, to hopefully revolutionize that space. That was your Science Moment.